Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Old Vinny's here. Old Vinny's here.
Oh my goodness, he's in the mood, y'all. He's in the mood. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be a crazy day.
That is his impression, and we won't say who it is, but if you know, you can put it in the comments and let us know. We will not confirm or deny who that is. Do you want to? Do not. Do not.
It's all good. Let's just rock and roll.
All right. Today we are going to use a stamp set we haven't used yet. And Vinny's been like, why have you not shown them the set? I've shown it. We haven't used it.
Yeah.
So the reason we haven't shown it to you before now is because I promised you things in the last few live shows. I promised you the last calendar pages, and I promised you...
That didn't take long.
The cover. And they promised you the cover. And I promised you the cover. So now we can play with the Petite Calendar stamp set. Now let me tell you why we created a Petite Calendar. Oops, got to walk away. One moment. I got to go.
Well, that was quick.
Sorry, y'all left the room. Okay, the reason is because you probably know our sister calendar sets. Like, we have a bunch of them. Let me get these where I can show you. I was supposed to do this before the show, and believe me, I'm extremely organized today, so this is nothing. So you're already familiar with our never-ending calendar, the regular size. I love this calendar. It's amazing. You can make any month, any year. It doesn't matter with this guy. So this is the never-ending calendar. It's basically a perpetual calendar, okay? That's the small size. We also have it in the large never-ending calendar. So you can see the difference in the sizes. So if you wanted to make something like we're making today with a small calendar, I'm sitting on this, I gotta get up. With a small calendar, this is perfect. But this is the one I use for like my big desk calendar. So I love these calendars. But as much as I love these calendars, you do have to do a little work to make this happen. So I thought, why not give you a third option, okay? For those of you who don't like to deal, and I'm not a numbers person, just looking at that thing makes my brain feel like it's work, and I don't love that, okay?
This is true.
So I was talking with Sylvia, and I'm like, what if we give them 7 calendars with all the days that they can use the way they want to? You've seen this before. This is nothing new. We just didn't have one in our collection. And I also loved that we did abbreviated months this time. I just thought this was cute. If you're a planner person, you could probably use this in your planner in some way. We also gave you the little holiday markers. The days of the week, if you want to use them, I'm not using them here. I've gotten very lazy with that. I've gotten very lazy with that extra step, but they're there if you want to use them. Okay, so we're going to make, oops, where's she at? Here it is. We're going to make this little calendar Post-it note easel for your desk. Okay, let me get it standing up. It's going to go like that. We're going to make this. Now, I'm going to call this a scrap buster project because you can go straight to your scraps. You do not have to go to your large papers. Literally, I challenge you to not dig into your big papers. Go to your scraps and make this happen, okay? So let's do it. Let's make our calendar. To start with, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock. I'm using a very bright color today because I thought, you guys keep telling me whenever I do something that's not black, red, and white, you're like, I like that you didn't use black, red, and white, because everybody knows that's my thing. Did they sound like Bill Cosby? Did they sound like that? I like the Jell-O commercial. I like that they didn't use.
I want a pudding pop.
I know, some pudding would be good. So anyway, I thought that's
Bless
what I
y'all's
sounded like.
heart. Bless you.
So
Just
you're
bless
going to start with
Bless
2
you.
pieces of cardstock. You're going to need, he's in it. You're going to need 1 piece that is 12 inches long by 3.5 wide, okay? And then you're going to need a piece that is 5 inches long by 1.5 wide. Now there's a reason. I actually designed this project to do it a different way, and as I was cutting away the paper, I went, we don't need to cut all this paper away. This is wasted. So if we do it this way, we don't cut away paper. All right, so let's get started with our scoreboard. That I can't find. What did I do with it?
You can't find your scoreboard now?
Where did I put it? Here it is. Guess where it was?
Right beside you.
Where it goes.
Imagine that.
Anytime something's where it goes, forget it. I'm not finding it. So here we are. Let's find a bone folder or an embossing tool or, well, when you clean house, you can't find anything. Okay, so with your cardstock on the 12-inch side, these are your measurements.
I tried to tell you all this organization was a bad idea.
I'm so excited.
We've only just begun.
In the after show, Shannon and I have been working in my craft room, and I cannot tell you how freeing and creative you feel. Like all I want to do is come in here and film because everything's where it goes. So what we decided was in the after show today, we're going to give you a tour of the new craft room. Like we didn't move or anything. We just have reorganized and it's so nice and I want to share it with you. So that's what we're going to do in the after show. We were going to do a family Q&A if y'all saw that, but my kids asked if they could have the afternoon off to go do some stuff and so we gave it to them. So there we go. Okay, on your 12-inch piece, you're going to score at these places. You're going to score at 1/2 inch. Now, for those of you wondering about these score marks, all of your dimensions and things are already loaded in the description of this video, including links to everything I'm using. Who are we? It's the cleaning of the craft room, y'all. Okay, so 1/2 inch here, and then you're going to score at 1.5, and then you're going to score at 2.5. I got to take these glasses off. This reading with glasses on is for the birds. Then I got to score at 5 3/4, and then 9, and then 9.5. So that is the bulk of your score marks. Again, they're in the description. I know you can't really see them very well, but Shannon already did all of that for you in the description of this video you're watching. All right, on your small piece, I want you to put it in your scoreboard on the 1.5 inch side, and I want you to score it at 1/2 inch and at 1. Now, this is kind of fun. Oh, Shannon, I'm fixing to use something that's not in the description. I'm sorry. My mini trimmer, because it's so stinking cute. So stinking cute. I love it. Anytime I can use this little tiny, look at it, how cute it is. Y'all, look how tiny.
I knew you would do that, so I left the description up.
Good job, good job. She'll link this for you too. For you too. What? For you. Can you put?
I'm gonna link it for her.
The links are in there for you.
Well, we're out
I
of
thought you said I was going to be the problem today.
I did say that.
we're out of
Okay.
mini trimmers.
They'll be coming back because I love them. We'll get them
They're
again.
adorable.
They are. Okay, so this piece that was 5 inches, after I scored it, I want to cut it to 2.5. Now you're like, well, why are you not just doing that in the beginning? Because if you pre-score this, you only have to do 2 score lines and deal with 1 piece of paper versus 2 tiny little pieces of paper. So now we're going to take this 5 inch piece and cut it in half at 2.5, and that's what we're looking for. Trust me, this is one of those where I've done it, and now I'm telling you the quick way. All right, let's start with these guys because you might be confused. These are your pockets. Let me bring this guy back over. This is what's going to make our pocket. So I've been trying to teach y'all how to do your own projects and everything, so let me explain this to you. So rather than having to have, I'm going to lay this out so you can see it and it'll make sense. Rather than having to have a piece of cardstock that is, let's see, 1 inch, this would be 5.5 inches wide. Rather than doing a 5.5 inch wide piece by 12 and then cutting all of this away because we didn't need it, I was like, wait a minute, if we just do this, we can get more out of a piece of 12 by 12 and we can dig into our scraps to make this. So that's why you have this, okay? Did that make sense? You acted like it did.
Mm-hmm.
Good, that means it makes sense to them.
Of course.
All right,
They understand everything you say. I just don't.
they speak craftese.
They speak craft language.
Now I'm going to fold these pieces. I want to call this a binding strip, but it is not. It is the sides of our Post-it note holder. I'm going to go ahead and fold and crease these guys, and then we're going to do something, and I guarantee somebody already knows what we're going to do next. I guarantee. Go ahead. For bonus points, for useless bonus points, because they're useless. Like, you're not going to get anything for it. For useless bonus points, tell me what you think we're doing next. I always do it. So, okay. I love that you pre-disaster for us. That's exactly what I did today, pre-disaster. All right, somebody's already typed it, so we're gonna get started here. I wanna cut some little angles, and the reason I do, remember in that video I did the other day, if y'all haven't seen I did a project, I loved that video. I hope you guys did too. Watch that video. There you go, Christine got it. We're gonna angle this. The reason is we're gonna take some bulk out. So I'm gonna come from the straight side to the score line and make an angle cut. And then here I'm going to go from the score line to the straight side. Doesn't matter how you do it. Just take some of that bulk out because you don't need it and it will get in your way. Trust me, it will get in your way. So you're just going to do that number. I cannot handle little pieces in my screen. Isn't that, it's a thing. You thought I threw it on the floor?
You threw it away.
Oh, well, I can't. I'm not going to. I love you. Not going to.
We don't keep confetti.
We're trying to.
I hear all y'all.
Look, I have all the confetti I want.
In the past, if I'd have said just throw it away, I'd have got in trouble.
I have all the confetti I want right here. When I clean this bad boy out, there's confetti for days. You need a shaker card? I got you. All right, here we go. In there. these pieces we're going to use. Let's make our folds. Okay. So you can't see them, but you need to trust me. Here's what you're going to do. I'm going to start down here with my 9 and 9.5 inch score. So I'm going to go ahead and fold these upwards and score them. So I'm going to fold that first one up, and then I'm going to fold my little 1/2 inch one up and score it. Now look, I'm telling my paper where I want it to go. See how I'm kind of not creasing this until I do this? It'll be fine down here, but I want it to be nice and straight. This is going to be our pocket that holds the Post-it. Now this piece is going to be the top of our basic easel stand. So I'm going to fold that one down like this, line it up, and crease it. Okay? So now we're looking like that. Okay? Now this is our easel stand. And here's what you want to do here. You want to turn this piece up. This is the first 1/2 inch that you scored. Turn that guy up. Turn him up like this. And then this guy, you want to also, it's not up. You're going to go down at this point. You're going to take that and press down. So we're doing Mountain Valley here. This will make sense in just a second, okay? And then I'm going to, I did this backwards. Yeah, I did that backwards. Yeah, I want that one to go that way. So go the opposite way I showed you first. And then this one goes under. All this will make sense in just a second. Because here's what we're trying to get there. See that Mountain Valley? This one should have gone the other way. That's where I messed up. The first one goes up. I think I told y'all down. I don't remember what I said now. All right, so there's what you got. That's what we're looking for, okay? This guy is going to glue to this guy. And when I was building it, I found that now is the time to do it. It's kind of weird that you would do this now, but I think it works out really well because you can lay this pretty flat. And the other cool thing about this project that I discovered, this would be easy to mail to people. If you wanted to make a calendar with a stand to send somebody in the mail, this is easy. And it's, look how flat. I mean, it will lay, maybe not with a pen, but it'll lay pretty flat. You could easily mail that. All right, so now that we've got that done, let's put our sides on. So I'm going to glue this edge. And what I found worked really well, make sure you get those little edges so they stick down good. What I found worked really well was to go ahead and press this down into place and kind of close it down so you're only looking at the edge and just line that up right there above the score line. You know, here's our first, there's our first score line. We're coming above that, okay? Then let's put our other one on this side. So I'm just going to, I'm going to flatten this the other way. Put some glue. Just like that. I'm just going to bring this over to the edge and put this down. So this just will be what holds our Post-it notes in. And again, you could totally do this if you wanted to do it. You could figure out how to do it the other way, but it's kind of a paper waster that way. This way we save paper. All right, I'm going to add glue to this flap. Then I'm going to send it up here just like this. So I want it flat in the crease down there. And here's, remember how I told you this will fold kind of flat? That's kind of cool, right? How you can just kind of do that. And then what I did was I sat it down on my work surface once I got it lined up where I wanted it and took my bone folder in there and just pressed. And that gets me that side. Isn't that cool? All right, let's do this side. I love when we can do just like one piece of paper. I know, it is quick.
It's a cool little thing.
I was hearing the planning, it wasn't as quick.
Yeah, this guy started out completely different, didn't he?
I did.
I was just like, we don't need to waste that much paper. And
No, this is a much better idea.
when we were doing it, the funny thing was I said, Shannon, we can do this without wasting so much paper. And she realized it at the same, you know what I'm saying? You know that's the case when somebody else, because what will happen is if I put it up the way I was going to do it, somebody will say, you know, you can do that without wasting so much paper. You're right, I could.
Yep.
Okay, so now we need to do the front here. Now, let me tell you, this holds a 3x3 inch Post-it note, and we ordered these for Makeathon, the Merry Makeathon. So I had a bunch of these, and we went ahead and linked these in the description too. I don't know where you live. I don't know if you can grab these easy. So we just found them online, the ones we bought, and linked them for you. So that's what we've got here. And I probably should have used a different color since my Post-its are pink, yellow, but that's fine. No big deal. I was thinking I should have used pink. That would have been cute, right? A little pink one.
Do we not have pink Post-it notes?
Probably so. I'm not worried about it. It's all right, because I'm going to show the orange one when I'm done. Let's
Shannon
talk
was going to
calendar.
get it. She was on the ball.
Oh, I know. She don't have to do that. Let's talk calendar. Let me close my glue up. All right, I'm going to tell you how to do this. Now, I'm going to tell you how to not make a mistake. But that doesn't mean you won't make a mistake, because I make them. Calendars and me, I don't care. I make mistakes all the time with calendars. So here's what I've done. And you might think this is crazy. Thank you, that's very helpful. I'm going to, see how thick this is? That's because I used a thick, oh, I didn't link this. We're trying to get better on links. Textured, Neenah textures. I'm using the Neenah textures because see how thick this is? I like how thick that is. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not going to staple this. I'm going to show you how I'm going to close it in just a minute. So I have 12 pieces that are 2 by 3. Yeah, 2 by 3 for my calendar. All right, here's what you're going to do. She told me today not to touch her phone, and she handed it to me. Because you don't have a...
Oh, no, well, don't drop it.
You said stay away from my phone. She didn't have a protector on here, and I told her how bad I am, and she's like, okay, stay away from my phone.
You buy a new one.
That's it. You break it, you buy it. Okay. So what I like to do is open my calendar on my phone. See this? This is 2021, and I just start with the first month, okay? And the first month is January, obviously, and it starts with, let me do that, it starts with Friday the 1st, okay? So I'm going to go to my Petite Calendar, and I'm going to look for the month that starts with Friday the 1st, and it's this one right here. And if you're confused by that, just make sure your calendar you're going to stamp looks like that one. So Friday the 1st, and this month goes through the 31st. So that's super easy. That just means we're going to stamp it one time. So let me do that. Here's some VersaFine Onyx Black. Ink this guy up. Now remember, you have in the set the days of the week if you want to use them. I haven't been using them. I've just been doing this because I think we all know. Well, the thing you have to know, one thing you have to know is how you start your calendars. This one starts on Sunday and goes through Saturday because that's how my calendar works in my brain. All right, and then what you want to do is go ahead and stamp this to say January. And remember, we're just using the abbreviations with that. I think they're so cute. I also discovered if I take May and stamp it next to itself, it's my name. Mm-hmm.
She's bragging a bit.
I almost made May say Maymay. I thought that was cute. All right, so then you're going to stamp Jan. So there's January. Now, before you clean this off and put it away, go over here to the year and look if there's another month that starts on the same day. And there is. It is October, which also happens to go through 31. So we'll go ahead now while we've got this on the block. Y'all need to trust me. You do not want to be on, off, on, off, on, off. Then you're going to stamp this one down, just like so. And then you're going to go ahead and clean this one. I'm trying so hard, y'all. Be proud. I'm trying so hard. You're going to go and clean this. I've already sprayed this because I used it earlier. So you're going to clean it, dry it with your stamp cleaner. Makes life easy. Go ahead and put Jan back and let's get Oct. Here we go. Oct. You know, it'd be fun to do with your kids, like to teach them how to spell. Think about this. If you did a little sheet and you stamped January, February, blah, 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 just the, the Jan, Feb, like that, and then you had them finish it.
Yep.
That'd be a cute way for them to learn how to spell, wouldn't it? That's cute. Do a little homeschool. Look, who am I if not helping my homeschoolers out, right? There we go. All right, so Oct. Or have them do another word with OCT. Octopus. Come up with it. That'd be cute too.
Measure what size the stamp is.
The stamp itself is
Like
1.5 by 2.
half by 2-ish.
It's right at it. So it's
Tiny.
1.5 by, it's, no.
Yeah.
No, that's right. Okay, it's not the full calendar, remember, because you got to have the month and if you want to do the days. But the numbers themselves are 1 3/8 by 1.5. Okay, so that gets me January and October done. And what I do is I just kind of lay them out where I can see them, and I move on to my next one. Now, let me clean this and put it up. If you get to a month that doesn't have 31 days, or it has less than what's on your little stamp, it's not a big deal. You just mask off those letters. Either mask it off or wipe it off with a wipe or something, a wet wipe or something. I was reading a question and got distracted. I didn't link that cleaner either. So I'm going to put these away. I tried so hard. I'm going to put these away. And the reason is because I've already done the months. I didn't want y'all to have to sit here and watch me. It doesn't take that long. It probably takes 15 to 20 minutes. But that's the best practices for doing it. I don't want to be responsible.
I let Noah play with it. I think you're wrong.
He's probably more precious about it than I am. All right, so let's talk about how we're going to build our calendar. Let me do this. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, just in case I want to use this. That way it's where it needs to go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this little guy, and you're going to take clothespins or these cool little pins I steal from Shannon. Actually, the reason I said that is I did a video the other day where I said, okay, I went into Shannon's office and I found this little clip and we're going to use it, right? So these little clips are super cute, but anything you have that can hold the sides together, and tap it down on the top so you get a nice flat surface on the top. Now, take your glue, okay? And then, is she calling me? She's calling you, isn't she? Okay. Then, with your glue, what I want you to do is puddle it. You're going to puddle it on the whole thickness, the whole width of the end of your calendar. And when I say puddle it, I just mean put enough glue there that you can't see the pages through it, but just that much. And I'm not using as much as you probably think I am. See how I'm doing that? See how up here you can see the lines of the pages, but here you can't? I just don't want to see the lines of the pages. You're just going to do it just like this. Now, you can use other products for this. You can use rubber cement. I think they make an actual glue just for this, which might be rubber cement. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of very strong fumed glues, so I don't really use rubber cement very often. But you can use this stuff for that. You can staple this if you'll just do it with paper. This is going to be too thick for a stapler, unless you have an industrial strength stapler. And then we're going to stand that up and let it dry. Before you put this up, because you did that kind of painting of the glue, clean that off, because if you don't, it's just going to go right back down in here. All right, now let's go to, get that in there, let's go to our calendar. You might notice that I didn't have mine attached. So what I did here was I just cut a piece of cardstock, cardstock that is let me look at my measures. 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. This piece is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and it's just going to show around the edge of the calendar. And for this one, I was going to use this, but since I already have this one to show y'all, but won't that be cute to do a little pastel-y one? It's cute. Okay, what we're going to do here is one of two things. Okay, if I glue this down permanently, I'm just going to tell it to y'all, the masses will attack me. It'll be like, I like that project, but it's only good for 1 year, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I understand, because if you glue it down, it's permanently for this year. But I'm going to tell you something. This is probably not going to hold up for 10 years. This is probably not something you're going to be able to use
Over and over and over and over
yeah,
again.
now, if you spend the time to not use your scraps and use chipboard or something and make this really sturdy, then yes, make your calendar reusable, okay? I made a legal pad one time where I didn't make it. I made a cover for a legal pad, and it was like cardstock. It wasn't anything fancy, and people got really upset because I didn't make it where you could pull it out. But I guess I made it for myself, and I thought, by the time this legal pad is empty,
You're going to be sick of it anyway.
sick of it, one. But you know how I throw stuff.
It doesn't last.
It's not going to last for me. So I make stuff for you. If you know you're a person that's going to be able to change this all the time, maybe put a little strap right here and just slide it down into the strap. Or don't be afraid to use magnets. Don't be afraid to use Velcro. You can always do that right there. For me, that's a waste of Velcro, because Velcro is more important to me than scrap paper. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue it on. Here they come. Where's my reusable police? Here they come. So I'm going to glue this on. And I'm going to put, I'm not putting as much glue as you think I am. I promise. It's just scratched on there. But I am scratching it pretty good on there. All right, then with my hand inside, I'm going to center this just like so.
You just eyeballing it.
Mm-hmm. You know me.
Oh, yeah.
You familiar with who I am?
Pretty well.
All right, and then because I want to make sure this is on there really well, I'm going to stick my bone folder behind and kind of press it. And that'll work out the glue as well. I'm pressing it up to my hand. See what I mean? Okay. So since January's almost over, I'm going to take January off
You using Maymay?
Isn't that so cool?
Mm-hmm.
And all I did was just glue that. Now, I will tell you, we did this before the show and let that dry. You do need to let it dry because it's bubbled, but it's barely art. It dries real quick. Wasn't that cool, Shannon?
Yes.
And I
And
don't
then
have
she-
to have a separate glue. I can use the glue in my...
Frisbee did away.
But the thing is, I don't have to have a special glue. I can just use... And I've done this multiple times. It's not the first time I've used my glue for that. That's right. Who said that? Michelle, just glue the next one over that one. And then in 10 years, it'll be out here and it'll be fine.
No, because you tear off a page every
No,
month, dear.
in 10 years, look, already it can't stand up without the Post-it note in it because the front's heavy, right? So let's put our little Post-it deal in there and spread our little easel out. And then the other thing, the min pins. Where'd my min pin go?
The cards, the 6x6 pad.
Thank you. All right, these little mini pins, you should buy these. If you're a crafter, have these in your stash because if you're making gifts for people, they are so stinking cute. Maybe we should bring these in. I've never even thought about that. Never even thought about it. This is something I was surprised. Are you serious? Aren't there better things? Nope, I'm serious. I was surprised how much I liked having these because we bought I think we bought 350 for an event. And we had like 50 left over, and I keep grabbing these. I just keep grabbing them. So I think they're super cute to just put in there beside it with your little Post-it note. And look, here's why this is a scrap project. I don't have any fancy anything. Of course, you could decorate it in different ways. You could use different papers. This is just a jumping off point. But I think it's cute if you just want to use up some scraps and make yourself a calendar.
I need that.
I'll give it to you. It'll be cute on your desk.
I want it for my kitchen. Sit in my window.
Oh, cute idea, cute idea. Okay.
Your grocery list.
So there it is. That's it. Write your grocery list. That's a good idea. So
That
if
I leave at home.
so, what you'll do is let this dry, and look. I'm gonna show y'all something. I come back periodically and
thought.
look. Sometimes the glue will settle. Make sure you don't have any holes. And make sure. The other thing to make sure of is make sure before you glue it down, all your paper is tapped down to the end because you want to make sure you're catching every page. What do y'all think?
Cute project.
30 minutes?
What?
Y'all, that was 30 minutes without stamping the calendar and without cutting the pieces. That's good.
All right, say your pleasantries and close it out.
Pleasantries. Bye.
See you in the Crafter After Show.
Here's what I want you to stick around for the Crafter After Show because I can't look at your comments. It gets me distracted. I told y'all, Shannon and I redid the craft room and we love it. Can you see Vince's background? Tilt just a little bit. Isn't it cute back there? Look, I done forgot his name. Hank. The dog from the movie we watched the other night, his name was Hank, right? Mm-hmm. That's Hank up there. And then it's so cute, but I want to take y'all around the room because we're really loving it. And I want you to see it. I want you to see what we've done. I want to talk about the backdrop and all that kind of stuff. And then, because the kids aren't here today, and you guys love it when we do this, we're going to do a store tour. And I say because the kids aren't here today, because it's quiet in there, like the lights are out right now. We're just going to turn the lights on and do a store tour. A lot of stamp sets are back. I want to show y'all that and everything else.
Yeah.
All right. The links I put in the description, some of those are affiliate links. I want to make sure I tell you that. That means if you use those links, I'm awarded a small commission. I don't want you to not know that. You know it. That's also listed in the description below. And we've been trying, and thank you so much, we've been trying to link everything we can lately in the description. Now, there will be times you'll need to go to a blog post because I can't always put measurements into the description because sometimes it's just more than the description can handle. And in that case, we'll always send you to the blog. We're going to have a blog post anyway because we've built this new blog that I cannot wait for y'all to see. I say we. Tamitha and Sylvia have built an incredible blog. I can't wait for you to see. So, for now, open the description. Huh?
The dog's name Buck.
His name was
Buck,
Buck,
not Hank. Buck. Thank you for that. Buck.
I mean, it was on our wet haired don't care said it.
You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Cricket Joy his name and put it on him.
Aw,
I'm going to make him a little.
make him a collar.
A collar.
All right, let's head out. Is the Crafter After Show linked? Probably a while ago.
Probably not.
Okay, Shannon's going to link the Crafter After Show for you guys. If you've never been here before, please come and have, I'm going to have more joyful fun. Just wait. I filmed a joy video yesterday. I can't handle it. Listen to me. If somebody said to me today, should I buy the Cricut Joy? My answer is hands down yes. I don't even care what you do. Hands down yes. I believe you can use it.
I want to buy one for home. Oh,
Hands down, yes. I honestly believe I know people getting it for Christmas presents this year because I think my mom would love this. It's so easy because she can use her phone or her iPad, and don't get me started. We'll talk about it in the after show. All right, so let's head. It's there. If you want to head over there. Oh, we're putting up. Wait a minute, Tamitha. Not the new blog. Not the new blog. Right? She's not going to put on the new blog. You know, they could go look at the new blog if we gave them the information and tell you if they see. I mean, it might be good for them to start giving you some, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that. Can you link the bundle for the joy in here? Somebody's asking because it's in ClickUp. The one I got. Is that what you're talking about, Timothy? Do you want to talk about that?
not in this show.
I know not in this show necessarily, but it's probably not something we talk about in the other one. Okay, she's not saying. So there'll be a blog post. Okay, not the new one. There'll be a blog post, and Tamitha will post it for you guys in a little bit. So if you want those measurements in a blog post, you can get them that way too. All right, we're going to head, and we will see you in the